Hello once again. We're now on module 4, and this module, once again 3 lectures long, is called Using the Following for Growth, Success and Expansion. Now we're coming to the more or less over the halfway mark of this course now, so I want you to sit back once again and relax. Welcome back to the final part of this journey. Well, not really the final part, it still goes on for quite a while. And sit back and enjoy. On the final part of this journey, we shall be stopping and visiting what I call the spiritual wonders of the world. And it's part of the changing scenery of the world as well. I mean, as there are physical wonders like the Taj Mahal and others, and natural wonders like the Victoria Falls, there were also what I call spiritual epicenters, or geographical chakras if you like, where the union of deep spirituality and seamless harmony of the natural world come together in a vortex of immeasurable power yet fathomless peace. The first of these places I'm going to talk about is the Shaolin Temple in China, world famous as a travelling circus to show off the almost supernatural power of its monks, harnessing a philosophy that is thousands of years old and dedicated to studying and utilizing the natural movement of birds and animals, and then adapting them to the human form for means of attack or defense, thus developing a devastating martial art. However, the emphasis is on spiritual training, with the adherents achieving the incredibly powerful force field of natural energy that is present in all of us, though in most unknown and unexplored. They have what is called the Iron Bell, which is a spiritual protective shield that is bell-shaped with a top at head level, which renders the practitioner impervious to blows with weapons, sharp instruments, etc. Believe me, I've seen this demonstrated, and it is beyond belief. All this is achieved through deep meditation, training the mind to align with chakras and the field of energy in your body, and radiating outwards in their protective shields. Now, chakras are invisible energy points that harness and direct the flow of electromagnetic energy around the body. Unhindered, this energy, both spiritual and physical, flows like a vibrant blood system or bloodstream, recharging and aligning our spiritual life force, so to speak. Sometimes these get blocked, with the resulting lack of energy to the affected area. It is through intensive training, though, that the monks are able to project this force outside of their bodies to form this projective layer, and also to use as a weapon in offense. We also sometimes project this force, though not at all to the degrees that the monk do, or even aware of it, and only to a small amount, and largely unaware. Now remember, at the beginning of this journey, I spoke about the life force, how the mood changes, and the fact that spirituality, all living things, are connected to a large, all-enveloping cloud or field, which I call supernature. Well, the chakras are the launching pad and our own rocket fuel to access that vast cloud, something that the Shaolin monks know very, very well. I mean, there are 7 chakras in the body, which is also the same number as my 7 spiritual wonders of the world. A famous mystic once said, if animals could draw a picture of their personal god, their god would be animal-shaped. Do animals have chakras? Of course they do. I mean, don't forget, we are talking about the scientific electromagnetic movement of energy around the body, a fact that the Chinese have studied for thousands of years. It annoys me intensely when Shaolin monks or martial arts practitioners are asked to perform for politicians or visitory dignitaries who look upon them with an air of secular superiority as some kind of school play or lower grade entertainment by people not as evolved in society as they are, when in actual fact they are the ones left far behind, focused only on the universe of their own self-image and deafening ego, with as much spiritual maturity and natural harmonious power as a gibbering infant. Which leads me to my second spiritual wonder of the world, Roswell. A place where the mind is captured by something that is cosmic, the imagination limitless, and the implications immeasurable. The place is Roswell, New Mexico. Okay, before the hoots and catcalls about X-Files, Little Green Men, etc., I don't want to emphasize that I do not intend to go into what happened there, as that has been documented enough. But being a wildlife professional, I'm often asked about my thoughts regarding evolution, creation, our place in the universe, etc. And being an astronomer who regards the universe as the cosmic extension of the natural world, I have come to the conclusion that evolution, spirituality, and creation are inextricably linked. Have you ever noticed the similarity between our central nervous system and a tree? Both have a central flow system leading out to the branches with arteries and veins. Look at a picture of both and the design blueprint will become obvious. I have delved a lot into this journey about the workings of trees and animals, as it is my profession. But a question often asked on safari is who or what made this? The indigenous tribes have their own stories regarding this, and the answers are legion. However, it is the spiritual implications of the natural world which I want to delve into here. What is life? What is consciousness? Are we more conscious than a badger, or a lizard, or a butterfly? Whales' mammalian brains are larger than ours, yet can they theoretically analyze space travel, or ruminate on quantum physics? Do elephants have intelligence and snakes have intelligence that are superior to ours, and choose not to communicate, yet instead look on us with a kind of sorrowful resignation as we close our minds to the beauty of our existence and concentrate only on that tiny little seed of self-absorption? An unsettling thought indeed. I believe in creation coupled with evolution. I believe we are conscious after death, as evolution applies not only to the physical world but to the spiritual world, or to the spiritual realm as well. Where is God? Where is he? I shall tell you where he is in my eyes. He's in the launch pad of the space shuttle as we delve deeper into our own existence. He is in the mathematical equations of interplanetary probe missions, those incredibly complex formulas that our minds have created that enable satellites that we have invented to go from planet to planet using the gravitational forces to slingshot them faster. In other words, the genius of thought and intelligence. He is in the random kindness of a stranger, the first cry of a baby, the arteries in an elephant's ears the size of a blue whale's heart, and our first ever view of Earth from space. We become almost very much just godlike in our quest to discover mysteries of the universe, in our love for and efforts to communicate with nature. when we use our infinite brains to try and work out the reason for this safari. At Roswell and the harbour leading up to it, the adjacent fields are full of campers who have come from all over the world gazing up at the stars, their brains buzzing with possibilities, the imaginations in overdrive, talking around crackling fires about who we are and what is all this. And that is when human beings are truly God-like. The Dogon tribe in Africa have a special relationship with Sirius, a double star, and its twin star that was only discovered recently, yet has been in their tribal belief system for hundreds of years. The world is full, the world is full of heavenly being stories from single civilizations, from every single civilization, from hundreds and thousands of years ago, of strange visitations by beings, cave drawings which I've seen myself in Africa, of strange looking beings that almost have helmets on their head, beings that are almost technological, beings that the Aztecs and the Incas and the Bushmen, the Dogon tribe, and so many places around the world talk of an ancient race that came to visit us many, many years ago. The Bible talks about fiery chariots, and in the book of Isaiah, the circle of the world seen from the heavens, long before we knew the earth was not flat. So I believe we have been interfered with. Evolution to a point, then after that point, something happened. What, I do not know, but we were visited, whether by God, is God an alien? Is God technological? I mean, surely in this day and age of our technology, and if there is a second coming that God comes back to earth, is he going to come back in 8,000 years of double updated weaponry, come back in suit of armor and swords and horses when we can split the atom? No, I think God is technological. It's just as much, if not more so, than we are. So we have been visited by humans, by beings. Was Jesus Christ an alien? Well, what is an alien? Alien is anything outside of earth. So if Christ came from outside of earth, i.e. heaven or whatever, that makes him an alien. I mean, these things we ponder. I mean, the actual indigenous tribes have been making models of these, and their stories of starmen, of people coming to earth. The Bible, it's all about people coming to earth. I mean, I have worked with and studied and yet continue to be a student with the largest animals in the bush and ocean down to the smallest insect and crustaceans in bush and ocean. And I firmly believe in an evolutionary timescale coupled with an incredibly powerful and detailed creationist beginning. We grow every day in our minds. The cycles of birth, puberty, middle age, and older are set in stone, yet the seasons change. The human world is undergoing a kind of spiritual awakening, which is a season coupled with growth. And every time we go to a place where something strange and out of our comprehension happened, our inner third eye, or chakra, is opened, and our minds, that have been fine-tuned like a Swiss watch to perceive that which industrial society has blocked, is opened, and we become what we are meant to be. To say all this stops at death is not only strange, but actually goes against evolution itself. As Einstein said, matter cannot be destroyed or created, only shifted to somewhere else. Surely evolution does not turn itself off like a light once a certain stage is reached. Surely it would evolve around it. Physical matter does not decay, but it does not annihilate itself out of existence either. Physical matter does decay, but it changes. It does not annihilate itself out of existence either. That is impossible. You cannot destroy matter. You cannot destroy electromagnetic field. Instead it changes to the next state of being, like wood to ash. Where like if a body decomposes, it goes back to carbon, it goes back into the earth. Whether it be an exploding supernova star, millions of miles wide, or an imploding dying caterpillar a few millimeters along, the matter is not destroyed, only changed. So it is with spirit, the immeasurable mind, the fantastic calculations, the creative imaginations, the identity of self and who we are. The perception of consciousness and the beauty of thought are not extinguished at death, only moved on to the next stage, and that is the beauty of creation-based evolution. As far as I know, the only phenomenon that can extinguish without parallel is the fabled black hole. I mean, this cosmic hoover is a gravitational force so powerful it is able to suck in light that is then unable to escape, hence the name black hole. A star explodes, then implodes under its swollen gravitational field and gets crushed out of existence. The gravitational field, the gravitational field remains, however, sucking everything around it. A circular whirlpool of destruction with the outer edge, the last glimpse of luminosity and existence being termed the event horizon. After that, physics break down into strangeness. Physics break down, and everything goes really strange. Does everything get crushed out of existence? Is that even possible? Do they go into a different dimension, universe, bowl of cornflakes, whatever? We simply don't know. What we do know is that galaxies are being powered by supermassive black holes at the center, hence their shape. Our own Milky Way galaxy is being powered by a massive black hole. Quasars are the most luminous objects in the universe, and they are, get this, whole galaxies being swallowed up by a gargantuan black hole. Some say that all this material is being sucked in and then spat out in a cataclysmic explosion in another universe, in another dimension, giving birth once again to gas that condenses into stars that form galaxies and stars that form planets. Sound familiar? The Big Bang Theory. I mean, all this I've contemplated on safari in Africa with the sounds of the bush at night, staring up the constellation Cygnus, the Swan, where a cataclysmic Armageddon is taking place as a black hole swallows another star. I believe that many of us have our own black hole, with our natural instincts, spiritual powers and cosmic energy being sucked into a vortex of selfishness and materialism. The event horizon being the feelings of deja vu, of strange dreams, of a sudden psychic flash, the perception of ghosts, the gut feeling that turns out to be right. All this huge luminous energy that has been swirling around us unnoticed, ignored daily, until it weakens to the point that it swirls tighter and tighter, until with the last flash of our own event horizon, it disappears in the black pool of unbelief and ignorance. However, unlike a black hole, it is recoverable, and when it is recovered, it amazes by the sheer beauty and power it has always contained unnoticed. How do you recover this? Well, the only way is to want to in the first place. To have to want to is to discover its existence first, and when that piques your interest, gain wisdom, learn to meditate, get in touch with nature, take up a martial art like Tai Chi or learn a philosophy, embark on a safari to your soul. One technique I've invented to meditate and enhance cosmic consciousness is to use what I have named the essence of us. We are carbon-based, and we are composed of the same materials of the universe that is actually composed of. In essence, we are stardust. I know it sounds a bit cliché, stardust, but that is true. Essence of us. Find an open field or clear area on a starlit clear night, preferably with no moon. Assume a lotus or half lotus position, or just lie prone on the ground with arms slightly to the side like a pendulum, palms open and fingers slightly clenched. Pick a star, any star, clear your mind and concentrate on it. Visualize the light from that star millions of light years away. Now a light year is how far light travels in 1 year. Light travels 93,000 miles per second, so a light year is a very long way. Now visualize that light blasting out from that star and out into the void. At millions and millions of miles a second or a minute, it moves off into the blackness. Visualize that for thousands of years it moves through space, moves through the void. Before you were even born, it started its journey. Sometimes before the ether was even formed, before the earth was even formed, it started its journey. But imagine while the earth was still young, it started its journey and it speeds silently and quickly towards you. After thousands of years, it comes across a huge galaxy with innumerable stars and gas swirling, shining brightly. Then across a yellow star with 9 planets circling it. This light moved towards the innermost planet, the third away from the star. Coming closer and closer, it moves into our orbit. It moves towards our atmosphere. It punches through the atmosphere, shoots down into a glassy field or garden, then goes straight through your eyeball, further left to the optic nerve, then into your brain. This cosmic light, birthed eons ago, fills your mind with energy and power from a source millions of light years away. This permeates your whole body, through your eyes and brain, and flows up and down and up to the crown chakra, traversing the spine, opening up the 6 chakra power centers and diffusing your whole body with a starlit glow. Breathe out the world and breathe in the energy that comes from that star, the power of supernovas, galaxies, nebulae, creation and energy on a cosmic scale with the face and handiwork of God. Do this for about 10 to 15 minutes before closing your eyes. Holding the energy received, utter the word Om 7 times. O-M, Om, 7 times, before opening your eyes and becoming aware of the sounds around you, the world that you are living on, and the sound of your breath. Welcome back. So up till now we have used meditation and awareness techniques in the field, grounding into the energy of the earth, on a beach, with the sound of the waves being our spiritual energy of the air and wind, and now using the stars, millions of light years away, filling us with their light, energy and cosmic consciousness. Earth, water, space, light, energy. And so from the mind expanding experience of Roswell, the machinations and seasons of the natural wildlife world, to the mind-numbing cycles and facts of space, we grow in our spiritual journey. We are coming to a crossroads now, all unmarked. The road we must take turns left. So here we go, as our destination gets closer. So that finishes the first part of this lecture, the first part of lecture 4. And if you can get the chance to practice that meditation, as I said, we meditate in the bush, on the field using the earth, on the beach using the waves, water, and this meditation using starlight or moonlight, or any light will do from a cosmic source. It could be the moon, could be a planet, could be the stars. But don't forget that light's been travelling before the earth was even born. In many, many instances our closest star is 4,3 light years away, which means that light entering your eyes is 4 years old before it even gets to you. And that light goes into your eyes and into your brain, and then diffuses to your body. On the next lecture we'll get to delve deeper into this. But just think about what I've said and think about where we are. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next lecture. Bye for now.